Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Anyways, today we're going to talk about a new perfume because if you didn't see my video talking about how I was back, I have really got into perfumes. They're kind of my new collection right now is collecting perfumes. And I have, since I've been on this discovery of perfumes, trying to find perfumes that actually smell like the food I want to smell like. I ran across a company. I've ordered from them once, and I love the two perfumes that I got from them, so I was to order, and I ordered a box full. So the brand is called Oakcha. Let me see. I'll get this box. So that's the brand. They happened to pop up on my Facebook one day. And I'm like, okay, is this like a scam? You know how Facebook can be. So I thought, is it a scam? What? So I went on YouTube, looked up some videos, and sure enough, it's not really a scam. Or it's not a scam. Well, I'm not saying not really. It's not a scam. It's actually a legitimate perfume company that does a lot of, shall we say, inspiration. We'll call it inspiration perfumes. And it'd be the only way that a bitch like me could afford stuff like this. So like I said, I made a purchase with them already, tested the waters, and I liked it. So with this sale, because this is another website I'm stalking now. They've got my cell phone number. They're sending me text, so I'm constantly like watching them. And for the last 2 weeks, no, it's been last week, they've had 20% off of everything on their website. And if you bought 3, you got a free cologne or perfume. They just picked random. And also that you got a free sample set. So I'm like, oh, I could do this. Okay. Plus, the one I have been eyeballing, it might be this one, is like $50. It's like, I think it is $50 and some change. And I just didn't want to drop $50 on it. But when they finally dropped them down to 20% off, I'm like, okay, I could swing 30 something. I could do that. I'm so glad I did too. Oh, I'm so glad. So I'm going to start off with the one. Well, I'm going to start off with actually the sample set. So like I said, they do inspire off of a lot of the colognes and the fragrances, or the perfumes. But they also do a lot of their own stuff, and I think this is their own creations. So this is the candy collection. Like I said, these are just samples. And they have a nice box to them too. It has like a magnetic enclosure. These are the samples. I think it's a 0.15 milliliter. It's not that big, as you can see. To be honest, I don't really like none of these. And I thought that this would be the one I would absolutely love, being it's called the Candy Collection. They don't smell like candy. They smell like a lot of other things besides candy. There's only one in here. Like, well, I mean, I'll tell you what they are. They're Choco Break. And that was supposed to smell like a Kit Kat. It has no chocolate to it at all. It does not smell nothing like that. You have Colorama. I think it's supposed to smell like a cherry Coke. Nope. Peach Rings did have a peach scent to it, but it wasn't really like what you would think. Sugar Rush. No sugar. I could smell no sweetness. Watermelon Jam. Absolutely no watermelon. I don't know what was going on there. The only one that smelled a sweetness to it was Peak Euphoria, and I don't know what, I think it was supposed to be like Skittles or something, inspired by Skittles. All this was supposed to be inspired by things like Jolly Ranchers or Kit Kat or Peach Rings, but I wasn't getting none of that on this, so I'm so glad I didn't buy a bottle of this stuff, because I really wanted to buy the Kit Kat one. I am so glad I got this and tried them, so I'm going to see if one of my friends just want this, because it's, I mean, there's a decent amount. I didn't even touch them. I just sniffed them. And so, yeah. I'm going to see if one of my friends want that. Because I wasn't impressed by the candy. That's been the only ones I have not been impressed with. Everything else, though, I've really liked. So this one was my free gift. This one is actually a man's or maybe it's unisexed, but they come really like with a little card. This one's aged tobacco, and I think this is supposed to be a Tom Ford dupe. I can't tell you which one. I think it's on the website though. I'll drop the website. I'm not affiliated or nothing. I don't get nothing. They don't even know who the hell I am. But I will drop the website down below and also the links to the ones that I have. But like I said, I think that this is supposed to be a Tom Ford dupe male's cologne. Male's cologne, really? A man's cologne, I believe. This does a beautiful bottle. They all look like this. All the bottles are the same. These are the what is it? 50 milliliter. So quite a bit in here. So a good strong cap. Oh boy, I'm an airhead this morning. Very, very male. That's the best way to describe it. I'm not mad about it. I can't wait for Billy to wear this. I think it would smell great on him. It's very smoky. The tobacco, of course. But there's other things in it. There's scents to it. Of course there's scents to it. Duh. It's a freaking cologne. God. Anyways, I think that there's some spiciness to it too, besides just being just smoke. There's some spiciness to it. Maybe it's patchouli? Because it has kind of an incensey pull to it, but to me it smells like a man's cologne. Like, he has the Yellowstone Ride. That's been so far my favorite cologne he's had. And it has the same kind of the smoky scent to it. And I think in that one it has like cedar wood. Maybe sandal? I don't know. But anyways, they kind of smell similar. I don't know. I think I'm leaning more towards the Yellowstone one than this one. But I don't know. This one's still good though. Like I said, I think it's going to smell really good on Billy. But yeah, I love the boxes. I think I'm going to keep them in their boxes. The last two, or the first two that I bought, I didn't keep their boxes. Like I said, it's the same little metal. You can tell I have not done videos in forever. God, I can't think. Okay, it has the magnetic. I guess it would be metal in it for the magnet to work. Anyways, I'd like the packaging. Okay, this is the next. You can see in the box there. This is the next unisexed. I think they did call this one unisexed, and this one was men. But I think this one was unisexed. So this is called Torrid Day. Now this is, I think, another Tom Ford dupe. I think this one is the fucking fabulous. I don't think it's that one. I think it's the vanilla smoke or vanilla smoke. I don't know exactly all the Tom Ford colognes, but this one, I like it. It has the same smoky, but the other one is more smoky, and you just get a hint of the smoky on this one. But I'm getting spice in this one, where that one's not throwing as much spice. This one to me smells more like the Yellowstone. I was just talking about the Yellowstone cologne. And I would wear this. It wouldn't bother me at all to wear it, actually. I think on days where I'm not feeling the sweetness, like I said, I'm weird. I either want really sweet or I want really spicy or dark. And this is kind of fit that side. And I don't have a lot of this kind of smell whenever I'm feeling, more rawr instead of more, So this gives me that rawr kind of smell. Like I said, I do like this. This one was like $42. $42, I think. So I got it for like around 30 something by the time the 20% off. So I'm happy with that. And I will say, longevity, especially on these two guys here, because I had Billy to spray that one on, and I sprayed this one on here. Boy, these smoke ones, they last a while. This one was on my skin for, God, it was over 6 hours. And I didn't spray it on my clothes. I just sprayed it on my wrist just so I could constantly keep an eye and see how it changed or anything. And I said it lasted 6 hours. And on Billy, that one lasted like 8 hours, but he also sprayed it on his shirt, and I was still smelling on his shirt later on in the night. So it was longer than 8 hours at that point. So they last a really long time. At least the ones I have last a really long time. Or not a really, really long time. But, you know, they last. I'll say that. So here's the next red one. This is another Tom Ford dupe. Like I said, I think all 3 of these. I know these 2 for sure were Tom Fords. This one I'm still not 100% on, but I think it is. It's like I said, it's on the website. They'll say inspired by. And they even give who they're inspired by. But this one is Sinful. You're going to know what it is if you heard my comeback video. I am on the quest for the perfect cherry perfume. And this one is inspired by Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. And if this is what the actual Tom Ford's Lost Cherry smells like, God, I might spend the $500 for the bottle of that stuff because I love this. So far, this is my favorite cherry because I have several cherry perfumes now that I've been, like I said, I'm on the quest for the perfect cherry. I think this one is it. But this thing was $50. This is the one that was $50 for the bottle. But like I said, I got it 20% off, and I decided when they had that 20% off, I'm like, I'm just going to go ahead, I'm just going to do it. Because this is the one I've been eyeing every time I look at it. I love this. I love it so much. It has a really good, oh, I don't want to waste it. Anyways, it has a really good spray atomizer. I think that's what they call it. The atomizer is really good, and it just puts out a solid, instead of just a quick spritz, it's like a solid stream. It smells so good. It almost puts me to tears. It's that good. It has a kind of a spice to it. I can smell the spice. So this is why it kind of leans both ways for me. My rare or my kind. Because it has both elements. It has the sweetness from the cherry, but also the cherry, we're leaning over here towards the spicy because it's kind of, I think it's a bitter cherry. I don't know where to smell. Look at me. Yeah, and right off the bat, you get the cherry, and then it starts drying down, and you start getting the spices that's sitting on the back of it. I don't know, I love it. So with the days I'm not feeling the sugary sweet, this is perfect, because it still gives me that little bit of sweet, but also, I guess, more grown-up smell of having the spice. And I don't think this one has smoke. Because I think he actually does have a cherry smoke or smoked cherry or something that is the Lost Cherry, and I think that one here, I think that he has one that's mixed, because they have one that's mixed too between the Lost Cherry and I think it is the Torrid Day, or it might be this black one here. I know I'm going to be repurchasing bottles of this because so far this is, I've never smelled the Tom Ford Lost Cherry. Now, like I said, after this, I really do want to smell it. Then I'll probably want a damn bottle of it. And there's no way in hell I'm going to spend over $300 for a little bottle of it. But a lot of the people in the comments, the reviews, were saying that it's identical dupe to Tom Ford. That I guess they've smelled the Tom Ford and they said it is identical dupe. This one does last. It changes on me after a while too. Like I said, it's starting off right now as cherry, but it's going to change into like a, I wish I was better at describing smells. Like that spicy kind of note. To me, it's like a sexy, sensual kind of smell. It's what it reminds me of. Like, I don't know. I just think it smells, I was going to say like sex. Not sex, but it just smells sexy. If that makes any sense. I love it. I love this one so much. I'm so glad I got this one. And I know, like I said, I'm going to be repurchasing that over and over and over again. So yeah, anyways, I was saying, I will, if I think about it, I can't promise I'm going to think about it. But if I do, I will screenshot and put it over here, what the notes are in each of these that I'm showing you. And like I said, I will link down below too. And like I said, I know they don't know who I am. This is not affiliate. I just want you to be able to get to it easier if this is something that you want. So this one's really pretty. This is my first pink one. Like the same little box, same closure. So this one is called Sorelle. I don't know if you can see it. Kind of hard to see. But yeah, sorelle is, oh my god. This is, oh my god. When I smelt it, I literally squealed like a teenage girl. Oh my god. So I have the other one of this. It is supposed to be a dupe, a perfume dupe, to Sol de Janeiro's 62, Chorizo 62. If I'm saying all that word. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. Anyways, it's the 62 one. It's the first one they came out with. Everybody went batshit crazy for, including me. That's my good friend. She sent me a Christmas gift, and it was a set, a small set of the Sol de Janeiro 62, and oh, it smells so good. So when I seen that other perfume, I'm like, I know I like that. I'm going to try that one first to see, because I do have an actual Sol de Janeiro. I want to see how close it was. And it's not only close, but the Oakcha perfume is better, I think, than the actual Sol de Janeiro. So when I see this one pop up, I'm like, I'm going to give it a try. So this one is supposed to be a dupe, or inspired by the 71 of Sol de Janeiro, and that one is a toasted almonds. It's got a nutty scent to it, a nutty. I'm nutty. Anyway, it's got a nutty opening. I can't remember if it's toasted almond, or toasted pistachio. It's one of the nuts, and oh my god, this one. Like I said, I squealed like a girl when I smelled this. See how that's sprayed? It just continuously sprays. There's no like quick and it's over. The best foreplay ever. It continuously goes. Anyways, have you missed my potty mouth? Oh, this stuff. I don't know. Gosh, I don't know. I think it's gonna go to this one, especially so right now I want sweet, and oh my god, this is, I'm showing it like you're gonna see it, but this is so sweet. It smells like something I've ate before, and I just cannot place what it is, but it smells just like something like homemade baked sweetness, like a pecan. It's got a toasted nut smell to it right off the bat. I don't think it's pistachio. Like I said, I'm definitely going to find this one to put it up here. But there's a caramel to it, like a caramel smell. No, it's not even that. I was going to say maybe like a pecan pie. Well, now that I smell it, you know what? That does kind of smell like pecan pie. If y'all have ever had a pecan pie. Kind of in that same, the nut, the creamy, like brown sugary. That's what this smells like. And I know I'll be ordering more of these. And this one was pretty, I would say cheap. It was pretty cheap once I got the 20% off. But these are around $32 for just the regular, well, it's not regular, it is a dupe. But the higher end dupes cost a little more money, like the Tom Ford stuff. But this one, like I said, it was in the $32 range. And the other one, I think, was $30. The 62 inspired one, I think it was $30. And this one was $32, and I can see why. This one is a lot better than the 32, or the 62, but the 62, like I said, it smells exactly like the Sol de Janeiro smell. So it just depends on, the 62 isn't as sweet as this one. Like, probably to some people, this would be too sickening sweet. I could see that. But for me, oh my god, I just want to eat myself. It smells so good. So yeah, I forget, this has been my, well, I was going to say it's been my favorite. I guess it is my favorite. And following up is going to be the Lost Cherry dupe, or whatever it's called. Oh, Sinful. Okay. Yeah, if I want to feel like an adult, which that rarely ever happens, I'm gonna go for Sinful, or if like a date night. Well, I don't know. Billy would actually probably love this one better for date night. But if it was a date night or something, I would go for Sinful. But for like every day or just feel fun or just feel like me, I guess I'm gonna go for this sweet one here. And this one lasts too. This one has some lasting power, and I really didn't think that this one would, being that it is a sweet gourmand, as they call it. I figured it would be weaker, but no, it lasts just about as long as these spicy ones. Now, the dry down by like hour 4, it does smell different. It doesn't have as much of that nutty smell to it. You start getting the spice that's in it at that point, but it still has that sweetness to it. It keeps the sweetness throughout, from what I've noticed. And like I said, yeah, the first 4 to 6 hours, it smells just the way I'm smelling it now, and then it just starts gradually just disappearing, like most of them do. Oh my gosh, like I said, I am in love with this company, and I will tell you, this stuff shipped really, really quick. I mean, real quick. I ordered, like I said, I ordered it last Monday, and I got it by Thursday at my front door. So shipping was like 2 days and it was here. I think it's coming out of Dallas or somewhere in Texas. So I think that's why it's getting so quick to me, is because I'm just a state away. But the last 2 orders, like I said, they have been really quick, like super quick on the ordering. So I'm impressed by that. The shipping, I think, was $7, $6, something like that. Unless you went over $100, it was free at that point. But I've never went over $100 yet, so I never got free shipping. But I don't mind paying the shipping if you get it in the 2 days and it's here, kind of thing. So I don't mind that at all. But like I said, I really like this company. I definitely gonna buy from them later on. Like I said, especially these 2 here, the Sinful and the what did I call this one? The good smelling one. Sorelle. Is that what it's called? Sorelle? Anyways. Oh, these are my favorites from this company so far, by far. Favorites. And the men's cologne smells really good, these 2 here. These smell really good for a man's cologne too. But yeah, if you are in a hub for perfumes and you like designer perfumes, but you're like me and you're a broke bitch, you need to check them out. Like I said, I do know for sure that the 62 does smell like, so they duped that one spot on. I can't compare all these guys because I don't have originals, so I don't know, but just going off by how they smell, see, like the cherry is still hanging on. A lot of my other cherry perfumes are really strong cherry at first, and then it just quickly fades away and you get left with whatever the other notes are. Gosh, that's gotta be my favorite. Still smelling the nut, the toasty nut sweetness. This is like saint or sinner kind of thing. The devil, the angel. But anyways, I'm gonna shut up now. I hope you enjoyed this video, me being just stupid. And like I said, if you're looking for perfumes, if you're like me and you've got this new kink for perfumes like I do, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I've got an Amazon order coming today. During the Amazon Prime days, I went crazy buying freaking Middle Eastern perfumes. I have found I like those better than I do my American counterparts. So I've got some Middle Eastern perfumes coming. And yeah, so whenever they get here, I will drop a video and we will talk about those. But if you want to see a full like perfume collection, I don't have I will tell you, my perfume collection is not that big compared to my body sprays. Now that's probably out of hand. Perfumes are not so much out of hand. So if you want to see my full collection of my perfumes, let me know down below and we will give them a look out. Or look at. There we go. Look out. She's got a new collection. Anyways, good God. Thank you for watching me. I still haven't figured out what I used to say for outros. I haven't watched a video yet, but anyways, thanks for watching me. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.